think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help. The Hand used to come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more full-time journalists and switched to a daily feed. Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best.
Hey, my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him. Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff. Is that all you see? A walking cliché? That hurts, man.
I see a potentially very scary person.
I'm a scary manic pixie dream girl?
What can I say? You transcend cliches.
Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
A wedding.
Finally? Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It was fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propas, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on, it's Sully. He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle. I'd love to chat more with Sully, but he does like to go on, and I should probably head to work. Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mauser rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watikop holds a lot of sway over the syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overbukyu in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers, take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
The boyfriend, working hard to save the world, one story at a time. Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
We had such a lovely time in Trieste. Never mind the shitty hotel. I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering. I really should get going. I have things to do, places to be. I wonder how Sophia's doing. Can't be easy being the new member of the hand that feeds all boys club. Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usual. What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smart-ass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved here. I hope I haven't gotten in the way of their best friendship. How's Sully?
Good. Yeah. Great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work. Politics. Corporations. The Syndicate. The Eye. Kaiser Constantine. Football.
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking.
Well, there hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us. Because of me.
What? No, of course not. And I mean... Sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Like what? Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, you guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organised.
Sure.
Affirmative.
All right. I'll ask Sully.
What was Reza? I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my job. I'm sure I told Reza. I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not. And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You'd guess right. Scribbling? I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy intello clique tonight. I'll be a stay-at-home minette cooking your boof.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
I wonder how Sophia's doing. Is Sophia at work today?
She's around, why?
I thought I'd say hello.
I didn't know the two of you were friendly.
We're not. I thought I'd make an effort. How about you?
Friendly? I guess. We only talk about work, but so do Sully and I, and we're best friends.
Journalists. There's really nothing of value outside your little bubble, is there?
Maybe, but it's a pretty big bubble. It covers most of the world.
Still a bubble.
Fair enough. Oh, I just remembered. Sophia's out doing an interview. She won't be back today.
I'll have to save my girl talk for another occasion. I really should get going. I should get going. I'm going to be late for work. Mira will yell at me in Bambaya and I won't understand any of it.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
I know, or me. Bye.
gets a lot on me header, but Rebus is straight up. I think I'm voting manifesto this election.
The Marxists? No bullshit.
Matt! Get your man here! Matt!
More and more checkpoints each day. Soon we won't be able to go anywhere without proper papers. I don't think there's a service today. I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents. The Uminska ads are bold, and she does come across as a leader. That's why I'm volunteering for her, I guess. That and also Baruti's passion. Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats.
Shalom, can I help you fight them? Shalom, what are you looking for? There's no finer selection.
There's
Shalom,
nothing you
farewell,
can't get in the
shalom,
soup.
see you soon.
Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks. Nella claims those towers release chemicals that keep the populace subdued and compliant. But her argument is self-defeating. She breathes the same air and she is not compliant. I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous. And I'd probably get beat. They won't let